Woo! Woo, sorry guys. Got done having that Gatorade bath after that huge win. Oh, but it was worth it. All right. Let's get this show on the road. A little wet here, sorry. Couldn't be more excited of my boys and the performance that they put out there on the field today. We came as prepared as we could be, and we showed it. We showed the best we could be against the best competition. Went out there, spanked that ass, spanked my brother's ass. I couldn't be more excited, more proud of my guys. To be honest, it's kind of a crazy week in college football. You got the whitest Mexicans getting their first win over Beaver Nation. Pretty big upset right there. You got the Doak Boys having a solid performance against the Sexy Mexies. The previous number one team, really solid victory. They're looking really good. Now they're the number two team. You got Dog Meat with a huge upset over his employee, Coach Chad. You got Simon edging out a huge victory without a defense. Guy didn't have fucking defense on the field. I don't even know if that makes sense, but he got the win. Pretty impressive. So before, you got Coach McCullough, who enters the season, and everyone's kind of looking at him like, okay, that's going to be a bye week. Like, hey, we're going to go out there and, we're going to play hard, but we're just going to get the job done, move on the next week, better competition. So he gets a win, right? And now you got another streak besides Coach Simons that's on the books, and that's Coach Nick. And he's 0-3, keeping that streak alive strong. And I think other teams are starting to look at him like they did Coach McCullough, starting to look at him like the bye week. So that's my 2 cents on that. We'll start to get to y'all's questions.
Are you surprised Coach Nick didn't start 2 players?
Yeah, to be real honest, I am very surprised. Usually Coach Nick comes prepared. Usually he's very involved. The guy knows enough about college football. He should be able to go out and get some wins. He should be able to know enough to have his guys prepared, who's on bye, who's not, be able to come out there and put forward a solid performance. And we're just not seeing it. I really think with his football knowledge, he should be able to put out a better team than he has been. He should be more prepared than he has been. But that's just my 2 cents. I think he owes it to his guys to put a better quality on the field. What else you got?
With your brother Zach getting a big loss at home to your retired Lady Killers, is Simon now the team to beat?
Is Simon now the team to beat? I don't think so. I don't think that this is going to cause people to overlook Coach Zach. I don't think this was expected, not even by us. We thought we'd come out and get the victory, but to go out and whoop that ass by 70 points almost, I mean, just no one saw that coming. But no, he went out and didn't play the best game. But we know that he can play. His boys can play a lot better than that. I think if anyone goes out there and underestimates him or doesn't look at him like a super serious threat, is they're fucking high, to be honest. And they're going to get their ass whooped if they go into the game thinking that. Think that Coach Simon has just been pulling rabbits out of fucking hat left and right. The guy's got a fucking leprechaun for an offensive coordinator or some shit. Like he's like the Lucky Charms guy retired, and now he just needs something to do with his time, so he goes and works for Coach Simon. The shit's ridiculous. Don't know how you win without a defense. I think Coach Zach is still one of the major teams to beat, besides us, of course. And I think that I'm making a prediction right now that there won't be a team in this league that goes into the playoffs undefeated. That's what I think about the subject. What else you got for me?
Do you think your rank at 3rd is fair?
Do I think we're ranked fairly? I do. I think that, obviously we get a huge win against the former number 2 team. And Coach Zach, his team's incredible. And it means something to beat the 3-time consecutive championship contender. We proved a lot out there today. But the reality is we lost to the dirty Mexican, the sexy Mexicans. We lost to them. And the Dope Boys went out there and they did. They put out a huge performance, got a huge win, and I think that deserves the second-rate spot. Clearly all of you do, and I don't have a problem with that at all. I think the season's going to shake out how it's going to shake out. I think we're going to end up with one of the top 3 spots, and that's fine with us. We're going to come out and do our real damage in the playoffs. That's what I think. But the reality is we lost the Sexy Mexies. They didn't, and I think that if you think that my brother in his huge game with the Dope Boys next weekend is going to get 2 losses in a row, that's just not reality. You're not living in reality. That's not going to happen. You don't know what you're talking about. Although the Dope Boys are very good, Coach Zach just isn't going to let his boys get 2 losses in a row. I just don't see that happen. So I think that next week you're going to see us at number 2 probably, maybe number 1 if Coach Simon slips up, but he'll probably get a victory too.
Can you do something new for us this week and predict the winners of each game?
Yeah, sure, I can do that for you. Let's look at the schedule here. Well, first, we got the Retired Lady Killers versus Swamp Boys. Of course, we're going to go out there, take that easy bye week, get us a nice win, and maybe move up in the ranks, maybe not, but we're going to look good doing it. Then you got Alabama Swallows versus the Dope Boys. Just kind of talked about that. I think that Coach Todd is making some big moves. I think that Coach Zach needs to be prepared. Hey, Coach Todd, I saw you steal my Ohio State defense. They were that number 2 on my waiver wire. Fucking watching you. See the moves you're making. Don't like them. Other guys in the league don't like them. You got a target on your back, boy. Better watch it. But I think Alabama Swallows comes in there, gets a very close victory against Dope Boys. Then you got the Dan Mechanics versus Coach McCullough. I think at the beginning of the season, you might not have thought that this was going to be a close game, that it's going to be, but I think it's going to be real close. I think the Dan Mechanics goes in there, finds a way to get it done, gets another victory, uses that sneaky little offensive weapon that they got, that new little addition to their coaching staff, comes out there to win. But I wouldn't be surprised if Coach McCullough won. I think he's doing some good things. I think he's headed down the right track and just needs to keep, full speed ahead and all that. Then you got Nebraska Sucks versus Beaver Nation. I'm telling you guys, from the start of the season, you had Beaver Nation ranked number 4 when he didn't need to be. And I told you, guys were going to come out there and upset him, and that's what they've been doing. I think they're going to keep doing it. I think the reigning champ goes in, gets another win for his team. Then you got the Dirty it's all right. Keep mixing it up. I'm so stupid. Sexy Mexies versus the Damn Eagles. I think the Damn Eagles are going to get a loss this weekend. As much as I like Coach Craig, he's got too much talent on bye this weekend. I don't think he's going to be able to replace that. There's like 3-4 guys that he's going to have to replace. And I think Sexy Mexi is just too good. He's not going to be able to get it done. Sexy Mexi is going to go in there, get another win, and quite frankly, he's going to look good doing it. Simon versus Dogmeat. I think that if Coach Simon gets a defense, gets him out on the field, he should be able to get a win, stay undefeated. I think the Dogmeat could give him some troubles if Simon doesn't get as lucky as he has been getting, but I think he ends the week 4-0 and remains in that number 1 spot. Then you got the Whitest Mexican versus Poop for Days. I think that Poop for Days is going to get this victory. I think that the Whitest Mexicans haven't been prepared. I think they've also been getting a little lucky with their victory this weekend. And I think that Poop for Days, you've seen what he can do when he's on. They've been getting some huge victories, putting up some huge points. I think that's going to continue this weekend, and he's going to get another win. So thank you guys. So excited. It's incredible what we did tonight. Sorry, getting a little emotional, but huge win for our team. So excited. I'll talk to you guys next week. Thank you. Gotta go celebrate.